it was so hard for us to start conversation. Like I personally, I would find it hard to start conversation with my own friends because these are people that you've been staying with.
Yeah.
I mean that you've not been staying with and seeing constantly, and now you're trying to rekindle the
relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you just go and sit with each other like this. So I said, nah, it can't be like this all the time.
Yeah.
So I decided to like just start Truth or Dare.
I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
what do your parents think about this?
About my games?
Yeah. Have they seen them?
Yes, they have.
What do they think?
I got you, sis. I got you.
Okay. Hey people, welcome to the Creative Citizen, a show where we are hosting creatives and talking about all things creativity. If you don't know who I am, I'm Anne, otherwise known as King Anne on all of my social media platforms, and today I have... Somebody told me you look like me. I swear I should
Henceforth, we are sisters.
twins.
Sealed inside.
Introduce yourself to them.
Hi everyone, my name is Jojo Asimwe, and what else am I supposed to say?
I don't know, who are you?
I'm a creative. I am the managing director of Jojo Cards and Innovations, a company that does Truth or Dare. I am a YouTuber, a content creator. Yeah, but majorly I am just a games person. So someone could say I'm very playful. Probably true.
Actually, I thought of telling you to come with cards, but by the time I thought of it was so late.
I always carry them.
You have them?
If you ever make me anywhere,
Actually, you have them.
you're going to get here.
So I wanted us to play like 3 cards just to break the ice.
That's okay.
Okay, so we're going to play Truth or Dare, but I think we're mostly playing Truth. These are Jojo cards.
Yeah.
Truth or Dare.
This is the risky adults category. So I move with it everywhere. Like, it's time to get risky. The moment I step out of the house, it's time to get risky.
You don't
always
fear.
say, no. Fear for what? Bro, as long as I'm going to hang out with people who are above 18, I feel like it's a good, every time is a good moment to be.
Okay, these are really risky. Okay, Jojo.
Yeah.
First question. Would you rather have sex with someone in secret or not have sex, but everyone thinks you did?
Wait, do I get to ask you also? I get to ask a Truth or Dare, yes.
Okay,
So for me, I think I would prefer everyone knowing that I had shag with a specific someone than me ever having it with them. But just think, at the end of the day, it's not a win. Oh, I think it's better if I ever shagged with someone and no one knows about it.
Of course.
Yeah.
What would you want everybody to be?
Your business, exactly.
That's my answer too. I don't want... My friends don't even know who I shag, so...
When was the last time you shagged?
Well...
It's got worse to hear. No, guys, join us and this later.
I am a girl in Christ. Yeah. And is talk about your most romantic moment in life so far.
For me, it would be, I've never answered this question. It would be the time that a guy took me out on a date and then didn't know how to like ride a bicycle. It was back in China. So we went for a movie date, then we went ice skating. Basically, we did all the things that we would have done. We went to a whole different city, toured the place, did a lot of things that night that would have done in like 3 months. We did everything in one night.
Yeah.
And I think
Was it Chinese?
No. I've never dated that Chinese.
Well, okay.
So I think the reason as why I call it the most romantic moment is because all of this happened and it was out of connection and, just relating with each other and without it being sexually minded. Like, he didn't ask me for shag at the end of the day. So for me, I feel like it was quite romantic. Like, you could still have a good time with someone and still not expect something every time.
Yeah. That's dope. Me, I've not experienced romance. So
Next, guys, I'm putting her to the test. Oh, this one has even landed on you. Yes. When was the last time you had a one night stand?
I've never had a one night stand. I've never had I feel like when I was younger, it's definitely something I wanted to experience. But right now, you don't know what diseases people are carrying. You don't know what demons.
What if someone is carrying around their checklist with them? Like, I went to the doctor and they know I'm okay, so I'll do this tonight.
It depends.
I don't think I've ever gotten drunk. Not to say that I've had one before. I haven't, but I just don't. Would you want to have one?
No, that's what I've said. Right now, no, man. People are weird. People are carrying around a lot.
It's true.
A lot.
True.
So,
Don't trust anyone.
but never say never. We'll see.
You know the quote that says we make our plans, but God laughs.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he knows that that's what.
See how I conceived my first child. Who knows? Oh,
Our friends should never be.
God forbid. God forbid. Describe your first time getting drunk.
I did push-ups in the streets
As in voluntarily. Nobody forced you.
voluntarily. Because you don't have control of your mind and your body just wants to do stuff. For me, when I'm drunk, like I have energy. So it was doing push-ups in the road, and the next day I was just seeing myself on the cameras at school still.
And at home.
Yeah. So the next day, the Chinese teacher is just shouting in Chinese. But I wasn't the only one who were like a number of people, and everyone that like play their tape on screen, and you're just seeing how you enter the gates of uni at I do not know what time, and you are doing push-ups in the streets of China, and at that point you're thinking, damn, I'm going back to my country now. I'm not really a usual drinker, first of all. So when I get drunk, it's like once in a while, like once in a blue moon. It's not like I drink every time. No. If I'm to go out, I'll really like set up a cocktail, wine glass or two, but I won't go in for the hard shots.
Next one. Describe your sexiest outfit on your partner.
I like a guy who wears shorts and looks good.
You like shorts? It depends on how his thighs look like. Not everybody, not all guys have thighs.
I like a guy who wears shorts and looks good. There are people who wear shorts and they look like beggars. Just say it.
I like me a man in a suit. That's what
But isn't the thing about suits? They are very deceptive.
That's the problem.
And look very employed and okay. This is why I stopped like relating with, trying to like start connections with people at weddings, conjulas, those kinds of events where they wear those outfits. I said no, because tomorrow we're going to meet him in a shirt and you homeless. No. So that's it. That's it for the kids.
Joe cards. Where do I get them?
We are everywhere. Yeah, we are everywhere. Supermarkets, online.
You with an empire. I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
What do your parents think about this?
About my games?
Yeah. Have they seen them?
Yes, they have.
What do they think?
It's a good idea.
Of course, it is a good idea.
If something is bringing in money, I don't think that anything else can matter to our parents. And the thing is that people usually actually think that truth or dare games, they mostly have sex and so on. But
it's a lot, because I've seen you with a Christian version.
Yeah, it's family. It's basically about connecting with people. So I tried not to make my game too sexual, but also very relatable and enjoy each other's company when it's not 666 your favorite position. Whoa, I don't like that. So I try to like just make it relatable, everyday life. Yeah.
Also, what made you start with the cards?
COVID, you guys, COVID.
Money had to come in.
Well, it wasn't really money. It was more of people had become very antisocial, and it was so hard for us to start conversation. Like I personally, I would find it hard to start conversation with my own friends because these are people that you've been staying with.
Yeah.
I mean that you've not been staying with and seeing constantly, and now you're trying to rekindle the
relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you just go and sit with each other like this. So I said, nah, it can't be like this all the time.
Yeah.
So I decided to like just start truth or dare, because I knew if it's like this for me, how about other people? It's definitely like times 4 for the introverted people. So I said, okay, there needs to be like a bridge between different personalities. If I were introverted and I wanted to like connect with someone who is also introverted.
Yeah.
How would we start
Conversations.
So yeah, the idea came in. I started making the question. It was so hard. Actually, the reason as to why people say start now, it's so that you really know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
An idea is air until you start executing.
An idea is and it's exciting.
Yes.
You're like,
But when you start getting into the thick of it, that's when your eyes open and you're like, damn, I need money. I need people.
you need a team.
And questions was the hardest part. It's like how you say, I want to start a channel, but
Which is crazy. Content. Somebody would think you easily go to Google and get your
Get the questions,
print them on a card.
Really,
They not know what
tell me that. I'm thinking, you know what? Get the questions, type them in Google.
See if you're gonna
and
get
see
them.
what Google shows you. If it shows you truth or dare, and it's showing some other thing, and that means that I've copied the questions. But these are questions I had to sit down
And think about,
every month I gave it a different category. Even the new categories that I make, I sit down and give them a whole month, because you have to write, erase, and then be like, when you really go through the questions again, you're just like, nah, this is boring. Even me, I wouldn't play it with so and so. And most times I actually have a specific group of people that I think about. I have literally names attached to the people that I imagine when they're playing it. I'm thinking, so if Annie was playing these games with her friends, would she really laugh at this? And I'm like, nah, scratch that, rewrite. So it's a lot of going back and forth, but at the end of the day, you're proud of what has come out. Yeah.
I first got to know about your cards with our birthday cards. I remember entering the supermarket and then I saw Jojo cards. I was like, I know this girl from somewhere. So it was really exciting. Then I saw you with it. And then I saw a trip at their cards. I'm like, okay, that's really good expansion. How has it been with creativity in general?
In what way?
YouTube, Instagram.
Well, I must say it's a very, very, very big conflict between the balance, like balancing between both errands. YouTube is something else, and then truth or dare, the company is something else, because you're trying to deal with all these clients. YouTube is just trying to give people content to watch.
Yeah.
And you're also thinking of how creative can it get for me. To be honest, I want to be a perfectionist, but it's so hard when you are in an imperfect world.
Yeah.
So I just do what I can. Like, I used to put pressure on myself. Then I realized, no, I'm going to miss out on my adulting because I'm trying to figure out everything all at once.
Yeah.
Like, just take one day as it goes.
Yeah.
Or else you're going to be stressed.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stressed. Do you want to be stressed? Exactly.
I don't want to have rancor.
You want to enjoy life?
Well, enjoy it. Exactly. Yeah. And your friends, how has it been like with your friends? Because
It's hard.
every time they see that, like, does she have a camera? Does she have the cards? Are we just chilling?
For that, it has reached a point where they are
Comfortable.
They are used to me moving around with a camera. It just gets fear when you're in like public places and you're vlogging by yourself and they're talking to your phone, to your camera, thinking, damn, people are looking at you like, what is she doing?
I saw you vlogging by the roadside. I was like, that would never be. Okay, let me not say never be me, but I haven't yet gotten to that point. I haven't yet gotten that level of confidence. Hopefully one day, but like, man.
You just have to. Also, you need to have like a good supportive team. My camera guy gives me a good vibe. Like, my videographer is the best. Either your camera or your lens or your laptop. Right now, my laptop is the next thing. Edit work, and I prefer to like edit work myself because I don't want to take my videographer through the process of editing, and then he has to edit again and make different changes that I've told him to.
Yeah.
I prefer that I shoot the content myself. I mean, he shoots the content
and then you edit,
so that we don't have to go through that.
So you have a control problem.
Yeah.
That's my conclusion.
Did you read all hard that as well? I'm in black and white. Okay, let's re-say this, but in grace.
Like, what other way could I reference?
I don't know, man.
No, I'm not way because I'm the same way. It's hard for me to let someone else edit.
Really?
You don't know my angles. You don't know how I want to edit. You don't know what clips I want to include.
Yeah.
But I feel like eventually we're gonna have to let go of that. Especially the bigger you grow,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to delegate, and
I know that
it's hard.
I'm getting into, but the transition, you need to give it time. It's a process also.
Yeah.
Person to ever work with, I even don't know, but he gives you all the vibe, talks to you. It's not just about we watch content and then go.
Yeah.
And it also, I think, gets very complicated when you think that it's going to be, now we're moving one journey, and then one of your equipment gets fault.
That's it for the first segment. We're gonna move into the next one. Do you want to chill? Do you want to rest, or do you want us to just go marathon? Okay. The next segment is a segment where I ask my guests. They're basically standard questions that I've asked all of my guests. Yeah. So you have 30 seconds to think about it.
Okay.
And give me an answer.
Okay.
First one.
Let me see how good I get with this.
If you were to go back in time, which historical figure would you like to meet and have a conversation with?
Pass.
What do you mean?
Can I pass? Okay, I would say Leonardo da. Is it Da Vinci?
Generation, the artist?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
I just really wonder how he made his art go viral, and
those days, there was no internet.
There was no internet, so there was no Instagram,
nothing.
Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. But to see that someone still
knows his
something and people embraced his art, that one. And he's someone that I have been when I was really, really deep into art, the paintings and so on in high school, he was someone that I would also look up to. And I'm thinking, I need to do my work that is so good that people will be reminded of him and be like, oh yeah, she was good. Do you remember Leonardo da Vinci? So yeah.
Okay. Next question is, who would you like to collaborate with currently? Who are you looking at right now? And would make something really, really
I'd
cool.
want to have JR. Wanda. I'd want to have JR on my channel. I would want to have Mrs. Matu on my channel. I would want to have Mona Faces. Actually, I'm really thinking of doing something. And let me see. I'd also want to have you on my channel. Oh, yeah.
You have something on YouTube about, is it reviewing restaurants? What's it called?
Yeah, the Hangout series. I placed them on hold.
Why?
And I feel like that's the biggest comment that I have received so far in my life. People usually ask me, why did you stop?
Because when you're set an age, this is my niche. And
it's a lot of pre-production. And I realized that I'm not the person who wants to stick to one thing. It was putting me in a box. Yes, it's good to think in that man, oh yes, next week I'm going to do Mediterranean, or next week I'm going to do this and this place. But it was getting complicated. Pre-production was a lot. I had, like I said, YouTube right now, I'm not really giving it my best because I'm trying to strike a balance between YouTube and Jojo cards. So the most, I'm giving Jojo cards, let's say, the 80% and YouTube, the 20%. However, the Hangout series will be back because it was exciting working with these different restaurants. It's amazing how you reach out to work with people and they're also really willing to work with you and you're surprised by that. So I really like
that's what I tell people, you never know until you ask.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my next question. Jojo cards or social media? Which one? If you had to pick one, leave one forever.
I would say
Jojo cards.
I can feel it. No, not worry, guys, don't take me the wrong way. The thing is that I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Naturally. Wherever I go, I started doing entrepreneurship when I was in school. It was illegal, but guess what? As long as you know yourself.
Selling sweets.
No, I was making cards. Someone comes and gives me words. I would receive 10 sheets in a day from so and what's the last day. So you just find them waiting for you, and I'd spend the entire night doing cards for people, using my calligraphy.
Yeah.
And then make good payments for them. So I just decided to go on with that. However, I would pick YouTube, one, because I can earn
Off of YouTube.
from anywhere in this world. But if the truth or dare got to a point where I need to export it to other
It's
countries,
going to get there.
exactly. I hope so. Fingers crossed that it happens soon.
Yeah.
But if it gets to that point, then I'm forced to choose truth or dare. Yeah. If I still hard doing the paperwork, you guys, it's not because I just want the money. It's for a lot of work. A lot. So
I have a question concerning that, but I think I'll ask that off camera because
I'll tell you guys. Just tell me. I'll tell you. Thank you for having me.
thank you for allowing to be here. We are done with today's episode. Let them know where they can find you.
YouTube, subscribe to my channel so that we get the family growing at Jojo Asimwe. And we are available in all stores, but again, online at Hibazu. Basically, we also have an Instagram page called Jojo Cards Official. You can find us there for any inquiries. What else? Really?
My personal Instagram.
Oh, just stick at with my personal Instagram. Like, I've been on a social media break. I uninstalled all apps. All of them for a long time, 2 months, I think. So I'm just back, so it's not really on my mind. But my personal Instagram page is Jojo Asimwe or Just Stick Cards.
That's it for today's episode. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. Tell her how cards are growing worldwide.
Amen.
I believe. I don't know why you don't believe. Tell us one like you don't believe it.
I do believe it, but it's just that I know that it's a process.
It is a process.
We're going to get there. Just that
When it does, imagine I'm texting you as soon as it does. Maybe like, remember, I say,
I'm glad.
anyway, guys, bye.